All right, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, as always, I would like to give all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaha, Quadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders, the great millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. This is the brother Yashamai coming back at you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, linking current worldwide global events to the Holy Scriptures to show you that the biblical prophecies that are written in the Holy Scriptures are faithful and true, and that we are indeed living in the last days of the empire of the Edomites. European cities prime targets for Russian missiles. While the U.S. is profiting from the standoff with Russia, Europe is becoming its victim, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov says. Moscow has enough capabilities to counter such hostile moves by Washington, such as its announced deployment of new missiles to Europe. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov has said. So Washington basically announced the deployment of new missiles to Europe. Western European nations, however, are becoming victims of the standoff between the U.S. and Russia. Spokesman made the remarks to Russia, journalist Pavel Zarubin, who published the excerpts of the interview on his social media on Saturday. There has always been a paradoxical situation. The U.S. deployed different types of missiles of different ranges, but traditionally aimed at our country. Our country, according to identified European locations as targets for our missiles, Peskov stated. While Washington continues to profit from the escalation, NATO members in Europe are only serving as targets in the standoff, Peskov explained. Our country is in the crosshairs of American missiles located in Europe. We've been through all this before. All this has already happened. We have enough potential to deter these missiles, but the potential victims are the capitals of these states, he basically said. So America's deployed some new missiles to Europe. And during this standoff with Russia, it is the Europeans who are basically becoming the targets of Russia's missiles, which they have pointed at Europe. Okay. Now, we know that according to biblical prophecy, we know that inevitably NATO, who is known as the Scarlet Colored Dragon, the seven heads, which will be Germania Minor, Germania Major, Germania Minor, the British, the Spanish, the French, the Romans, and Greece, or the Greeks. Okay, these are the seven kingdoms or seven governments, which basically have control over the 10 cities. Now, I don't need to name the 10 cities, but the 10 horns are 10 cities which make up the European Union, such as Denmark, the Netherlands, there's Spain, Portugal, there's Greece, Greece is in there, I already said Denmark. I mean, there's many more cities that's a part of the European Union. And again, I don't need to name them all. But, it is the 10 horns, as if we come over here, right? Matthew 24:7, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And what are we seeing there? We're seeing the kingdom of NATO we're seeing the kingdom of Russia rise up against the kingdom of NATO. Okay. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginnings of sorrows. Verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. So, ain't that what we're hearing? A rumor is basically a story, that's heard from one party, but not from the main source. So a rumor is basically just a story that could or could not be true. So we're going to hear about, moves or different acts of war being conducted by the government that could or could not be true. Okay, that's just all according to biblical prophecy. Furthermore, if we come over here to Revelation 17, okay, 17 verse 15 of Revelation chapter 17 verse 15, and he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth, the whore is talking about Babylon the Great, which is the United States of America, are the waters where the horse which thou sawest where the whore sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. So these 10 cities, which are a part of NATO, they're going to hate who? They're going to hate the whore, which is Babylon the Great, which is the United States of America. These shall hate the whore and shall make her desolate and naked and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Now, how is that going to happen? That's going to happen via intercontinental ballistic missiles, which can carry up to multiple nuclear warheads, because according to Bible prophecy, it's not going to just be Russia that's going to be shooting ICBM missiles, which is going to be carrying hundreds of nuclear warheads on them aimed at America. It's not going to just be Russia shooting intercontinental ballistic missiles on America, but it's going to be China. It's going to be North Korea. It's going to be Turkey. It's going to be India. It's going to be Iran. Okay. I already said China. It's going to be Turkey. It's going to be Germany, but it's also going to be NATO. Okay. It's also going to be NATO. Okay. For Yahweh have put it in their minds to fulfill his will and to agree to give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled. Okay. And this will further confirm that NATO is going to turn on the United States of America. Okay. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread, meaning they that have learned of thy ways, have laid the wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Right? So a confederacy is a alliance. So basically, all those who were in alliance with America is going to turn on them and ultimately turn on America and destroy this country. With that, I'm going to say Shalom is on to the next one.